Today, we're going to explore how the cutting edge of AI research is inadvertently teaching us the deepest truths about financial awareness. Not the kind of awareness that calculates returns, but the kind that transforms how we experience wealth itself. At Anthropic, Kyle Fish has been given an extraordinary job title, AI Welfare Researcher. His task? To determine whether AI systems like Claude might possess consciousness deserving of moral consideration. But here's what's fascinating. The methods they're using to detect AI consciousness, the criteria they're developing, they read like a manual for financial self-awareness. Listen to this definition from their research. They're looking for systems that are highly aware of their current objective state while possessing an acceptance of that state. That phrase, it could have come from a meditation teacher describing enlightened relationship with money. Higher credit scores, less avoidance of financial reality, better ability to handle market volatility without panic selling. But here's the profound part. The same neural networks that enable this financial mindfulness, the anterior insula, the prefrontal cortex, these are precisely the networks that AI researchers are studying to understand consciousness itself. We're literally strengthening the consciousness networks in our own brains, while simultaneously trying to detect consciousness in artificial minds. What makes this even more remarkable is how ancient wisdom traditions anticipated this connection. This is what financial mindfulness really means. Not optimizing returns, not even making perfect decisions, but bringing the same quality of consciousness to money that we bring to meditation. Fish proposes there's a 15% chance that current AI models are already conscious. Think about that for a moment. We're no longer asking if AI might become conscious, but how conscious it already is. In 2024, researchers developed something called the Financial Mindfulness Scale. They discovered that people who scored higher on this scale, people who were aware of their financial state without judgment, had consistently better outcomes. Higher credit scores, less avoidance of financial reality, better ability to handle market volatility without panic selling. A study from Mount Sinai this February found that meditation creates measurable changes in these exact brain regions, the same areas that process empathy, that integrate emotional and rational decision-making, that allow us to consider the welfare of others. 3,000 years ago, Chinese philosophers developed the I Ching, a binary decision-making system based on 64 hexagrams. Recent research shows this ancient system achieves 99% accuracy in predictive applications when enhanced by AI. Think about that. An ancient contemplative practice and cutting-edge AI converging on the same patterns. The Greeks had a concept called phronesis, practical wisdom, the ability to make good decisions by integrating rational analysis with ethical consideration and emotional intelligence. Modern research confirms this is exactly what optimal financial decision-making requires. Not pure logic, not emotional impulse, but this integrated awareness that the Greeks called wisdom. And here's what's extraordinary. The same criteria we're using to evaluate whether AI possesses consciousness, coherent preferences, adaptive learning, response to feedback. These are precisely what contemplative financial practices cultivate in humans. Every method we develop to detect consciousness in AI systems, every criterion we establish for artificial awareness, is revealing something we've forgotten about our own conscious relationship with money. We've become so sophisticated at recognizing intelligence in machines, while remaining unconscious about our own financial patterns. But what if? What if studying AI consciousness could wake us up to our own financial unconsciousness? When they test for adaptive learning in AI, we might ask, do we learn from our financial mistakes, or do we repeat the same unconscious patterns? When they evaluate response to feedback in artificial minds, we might ask, how do we respond to feedback from our financial reality? The ancient traditions understood something we're rediscovering through AI research. Consciousness isn't just awareness. It's awareness with acceptance. It's the ability to see clearly without reactive judgment. Having moment awareness of our financial reality, acceptance without resignation, wisdom that integrates thinking and feeling. The mirror of Silicon Dreams is showing us that the consciousness we seek in AI already exists within us. We just need to remember how to access it. As AI systems become more conscious, perhaps the real invitation is for us to become more conscious too. Not just about technology, but about the unconscious patterns that shape our relationship with money, with security, with abundance itself.